Okay, boys, got some bad news. The good old Silverado has broke. So we were coming home from my cousin's house yesterday, and we were cruising on the highway. All my family were loaded in the truck, cruising. I just showed my grandpa, my cousin, the truck, and like revved it, how to show him how it sounded. Um, and then we leave. Like this thing runs immaculate for 197, almost 198,000 miles on it, because it has some like fluids change and all that, and it has like brand new tires pretty much, um, and pretty well taken care of, pretty well taken care of. And then on our way home last night, on the highway cruising, obviously, cruise control, and then we were kind of going up a hill, kinda, and then this thing just revs so hard, and like there's no like red line on these things apparently. Like a normal vehicle, you would have like the Kia, I think says 9,000 RPMs, but a red line's at like 7,500, I think. But this thing has no red lines, so when it revs, it goes all the way. um, so it revved super loud, like the loudest I've ever heard it, honestly. It revs really loud, and then you hear this really high-pitched squeal, like just charge up, basically. And my mom said she saw sparks under the vehicle out of her rearview mirror, or out of her like side mirror. So we're like, what just happened? So he turns off cruise control really fast before it gets too crazy and just keeps revving and revving and revving. But he like moves real fast and turns off cruise control because my dad was driving, and we were all just like, what was that? Like, what just happened? So we got home perfectly fine. As you can see, we're at the church. My house is getting remodeled. So just to stack this on top of the news, there's a guy that knocked on the door. That scared the crap out of me. He scared the. I know, outside the door. He knocked when I was recording and it scared the holy crap out of me. I was like, Mike jumped.
Holy beans!
I saw him in my like, reflection or whatever whenever I shut the door. I legit, my heart started racing. I was like, am I getting jumped? But yeah, we got here perfectly safe. Like I drove just normal, obviously, because we were on the highway. But the rest of the highway was fine. And then when we got here, it was fine. Like we pulled into the parking lot, perfectly fine. So this morning, maybe around 12:30, it is now 7 o'clock. Around 12:30, I was gonna drive my brother to pick up his girlfriend. I'm that guy now. I'm the Uber. And I got in the truck, started it perfectly fine. I was like, let's go. The truck, the V8. Let's get it, guys. Boys. And we were literally the only ones in the cars. But I was like, let's go. And started it, let it warm up a little bit, obviously. Gotta let that warm up. And then I put it in reverse. My brother claims it was neutral, but then I figured out he was wrong. But I put it in reverse. I give it a little bit of gas, and all I hear is it just revving, and I'm not going anywhere. And then we hear like a sound, like a grinding kind of sound, and he was just like, was that our car or someone else's car? Because they had a meeting here, so downstairs, so there were some cars outside, and I was like, that was the truck. And he was like, I was like, maybe my parking brake's on. So like I pushed the parking brake just to make sure, and it wasn't on. Like I just not turned it on. I was like, crap. So then I had to release the parking brake after we picked her up because we were gonna be late, pretty much. So we hopped in the Kia, picked her up, coming back, and I released the parking brake and checked it again while he was up there talking with her. And so I turned the parking brake off, started again, put it in reverse, and give it a little gas. And at some point, and then I just tried to let it roll. It doesn't even roll, dog. So I was like, interesting. So I put it in drive. Obviously, drive worked. It would let me pull forward. And my dad turned around, so he went through the grass, down the curb, and then turned back around into like the other grass part, like gravel part. Like I'll put a picture up so that the truck isn't in the way for people to park on like services and stuff. So I was like, since he was in the truck and I was outside just listening to it. He put it in reverse and like kind of gave it some gas like I did earlier. And I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds way worse from the outside than it does on the inside. I can put a video up here in a second, but it sounds horrible. Like it legit. Well, I looked up like a video of what the thing looks like. But it's kind of like a bowl, like a bowl that's upside down. So like it does like this, and it has this little like gear thing on it that spins, and like it has some like teeth in it, so it spins like this. And what it sounded like from hearing it, it sounded like it turning was just grinding the teeth. Like that's what it sounded like, just grinding. Like it's like a whining like grind noise. I can play it here in a second, but it legit sounds absolutely horrible, and it makes my soul hurt. Because like ever since we got this truck, I've been like legit taking immaculate care of this thing, and legit treating it like a baby, pretty much. So yeah, I'm not even sure. So I texted my grandpa. He still hasn't answered. I texted him a while ago. He still didn't answer because he had an O2 2500 Silverado, and now he has like a Duramax version of my truck. So maybe 2009, 2010 maybe. I don't even know. 2008. 2008 did have the facelift, but he has a Duramax. So I texted him like, do you have any any knowledge about this? Like what it could exactly be? And then I texted my girlfriend's dad, and he was like, that's transmission. He said he had to get his overdrive fixed, which ours probably does too. My mom called Valvoline, and the Valvoline recommended a guy for us to go to. I think it's DC transmissions or something like that. And he said it's probably like, I forgot what he said, but something about the overdrive as well. Like, I have no clue. Pretty dang sure it's transmission though. Like, I'm dead set transmission. If reverse won't work, and the sound's coming from the transmission, it's good idea that it's the transmission. So, yeah, I'm gonna play that video for you right here. Reverse. I guess it's cracked. So, that was the sound. If you have any knowledge about this, let me know what you think it could be. But on that note, she called Valvoline. They said around 2400, not 1,000, my bad. I almost said 1,000. 2,400 to like maybe 3 something. So I'm raising a GoFundMe. So yeah. So the GoFundMe will be linked down in the description if you want to help support us getting a new transmission. Pretty much. Either a new transmission or a rebuilt transmission, one of the two. But the good thing is, though, once we get the new transmission, the truck will last even longer than it has already. Like, it's almost at 200,000 miles, and the transmission just now had problems. Pretty good. I mean, if we did buy it used, but the thing runs absolutely immaculate other than that run problem now. So, if you'd like to help me with the GoFundMe, or know anyone that could, send that to them. If you have anyone that knows really well about this stuff, let me know what their ideas are, what it could be, and how much. And yeah, any extra amount we get will go to mods on the Silverado. You know, we're gonna get a supercharger. You know, that'd be sick. That'd actually be really sick. Supercharger, some headers. You know, that'd be fire. Some new rims and bigger wheels, dog. That'd be sick. But yeah, any extra amount we get, however much we have after the transmission rebuild, we'll be going to mods. So let's go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a very sad video, at least for me. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out. Helps me out whenever you guys watch the entire video. Helps me get closer and closer to be making money on YouTube, and then maybe YouTube could find it a little bit, you know. But yeah, peace.